Hi there and welcome to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. This is a great day for sharing something quite profound with a lot of you. Many people have been asking me how to clear their house because they feel that they've got spirit trapped in between two worlds. Now, most of the time, I've got to admit, over the decade I've been going into thousands of houses, that predominantly it's not spirit, it's negative energy, your energy, that can cause a lot of stuff in the house without even realizing, and that's the truth. However, there are times that there is spirit trapped in between two worlds, absolutely. So, over the decade I've been experimenting, working with shamans, working with, Wiccans, working with different people, and, working on the energy of, this sitting down and trying to, speak to spirit and try to help them move into the light and your intention and many different forms of cleansing and clearings. So that's probably one of the reasons why I'm sharing this with you now, because I can actually say that over the tens of thousands of hours I've spent trying everything to be able to cleanse and clear properties of negative energy, of spirit trapped in between two worlds, and energy below the ground, which sometimes is something that we often forget. I've come up with something that I believe is so powerful that it works every time. Now, the reason why I say it is because it works every time. If it's genuinely spirit trapped in between two worlds, I have never had to go back to a property and cleanse it again. And the reason why is because my clients would tell me. So after smashed windows, after taps being left on, after mirrors breaking, after noises, after feeling spirit, after hearing them, after being, pushed down, and many different symptoms and things that happen, they disappear. So this, my dear friends, is going to blow you away in two ways. One, you're going to switch off and not even waste your time, because simplicity is, as far as I'm concerned, the answer. But a lot of you want complicated. And if it's not complicated, there's no value to it. So a lot of you will switch off and go. But some of you who will be open-minded and think, you know what, I'm going to give this a try. People who say, you know what, maybe Mother Nature does have the answer for everything. And Mother Nature has the answer for every cure, every issue in this world. So I'm going to introduce you to this beautiful herb. A lot of people already know about it, but the problem is many of us don't know how to use it in a way that is effective. And I'm going to explain to you now in these few minutes how to do it. So say hello to common sage. Not so common when you realize how powerful it is. So many people make the mistake by buying sage sticks. And of course, I tried it because I was told this was one of the ways that would work. But what I realized very quickly is that it isn't the just going around and doing this and, oh, it's okay. No. It's far more. You see, there is something about sage smoke that eliminates and clears and pulls and draws out negative energy from any given wall or thing or the air. Science has already proved now, which I think happened a couple of months or 3 months ago, that if you burn sage around your body, on a science level, it burns away or clears away, should I say, bacteria from your body. So that's just one thing that we know sage does. But in a spiritual manner, we know it does a lot more. Now, the thing with this is, I don't have all the answers, and I've been doing it 13 years. But you know what? I don't think you need all the answers. But why does this happen, Mark? Well, actually, who cares? Is your house cleared? Yes. Well then, why do you need to know? Why can't you just be happy with your house being cleared? Okay, so the brain always needs to know. It's not important. What you need to know is how you can clear spirit trapped in between two worlds. But where does spirit go? Does it go next door? Does it go somewhere else? I don't know. All I know is, once you've done this, I promise you, it works, and spirit's gone, and your house is free and clean, okay? So, you get a wooden bowl like this, nice wooden bowl, and you put sage in there. Doesn't matter what sage, any sage, but break it up into fine little bits like this. Don't use the sticks, doesn't work. This works, okay? I promise you. Once you've done that, you get yourself a lighter with a nice long nib at the end so you don't burn yourself. So, you set the sage on fire. It may take a few minutes, but when it starts to burn, the secret then is to blow at the cinders. So the cinders become more and more and more and more, and before you know it, you're blowing and there is smoke pouring from here. Now, you always know when a house needs it, because when you blow and the cinders burn faster and faster and more furious, and it sets on fire sometimes, then you know the house needs cleansing. When it's very difficult to burn, it means that the house is pretty good energy. Okay? It's gone out. The reason why is you're in the Pure Energy Healing Academy. Fantastic energy here. Okay, so trust me, it will burn and it will burn, and you will keep blowing. It will burn and burn and burn when the house needs cleansing. So, secret is very simple. You start at one side of the room, one corner, and then you work your way back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, so the room is filled, and I mean filled with smoke. Then you move on to the next room. Make sure all the windows and doors are closed. Move on to the next room. Carry on. The next room, the staircase, the cellar, the attic, the drawers that not drawers, where your clothes are, your cupboards, big cupboards. If there's big cupboards, get in there. I don't care whether your clothes are going to smell of sage. You want to clear something out of your house which is heavy, you have to do this. Every single part of the house, every place you can go low and high, blow the smoke down on the floor, make sure it's covered. So when you've done every room, the garage, the toilet, every single place in the house, and it's full, and I mean full, that you can't even breathe, and make sure your cats and dogs are out, okay? You then walk out of the house. You make sure this has washed out. You pour hot water in, cold water in there, so you're not going to burn the house down, okay? Because it will continue burning and cause an issue. So make sure just before you leave that you pour cold water in here so that you're not going to burn the house down. Go out of the house, leave the house for at least 1 or maybe 2 hours. Come back to the house, open all the doors and windows, and I promise you, if you've done it correctly, like I do, you will not need to worry about spirit trapped in between two worlds, or any fear or worries that your children have nightmares of spirit coming to the house and causing them issues. It will disappear. It will. And the reason why I say that is I have never had to go back to a house after doing it properly. There were many times when I first started that I had to go back to the house. It wasn't working because I was using the sage sticks, and I realized very quickly that isn't enough. The secret is the smoke. For some reason, spirit trapped in between two worlds does not like it. And to answer a lot of you guys, look, once the energy is cleansed and cleared from that house, beautiful spirit who isn't trapped in between two worlds like your mother, your father, your brother, your sisters, your friends who are in the spirit world can easily come and go. I am talking about spirit trapped in between two worlds, or what you would call negative spirit that is causing you stress and issues, okay? They do not like sage smoke. They just go. I hope this means something to you today. It sounds very much like hocus pocus, I know. I had to think, am I insane? But you know what? The proof is in the pudding, and I have proof on a scientific level of going into thousands of properties, and I have testimonies of thousands of testimonies on my website. If I had to put them up, I could show you them under here, that I've been into properties and everything's cleansed and cleared. Listen, I don't need to. You do it and prove it to yourself, because you don't need me or any other spiritual person to come into your house to do it. You can do it yourself. It is that simple. So don't waste your money in spending. Like, I used to have to go to houses and it was like 150 euros they would pay me, but I would take them around with me and show them what to do and say, you never need me again. You can always cleanse your house after that. Because it's always good to cleanse your house with sage, even though spirit has disappeared. At least once a month to cleanse your house, because you always carry negative energy anyway. You always carry dirty energy. The house brings people in with bad times, good times, negative times. It never ever clears good energy. Sage never clears good energy. The good energy always is there. It's just that the dark or heavy energy will overshadow it and dampen it and cause it more stress almost, so you can feel it in the house. Burn this, like I said, just like I said, and I promise you, the house will lift and feel amazing. Okay, I hope I've conquered that. It's been 11 minutes, but you know what? Why should I rush? At the end of the day, guys, if you really truly want to do this, and it really is truly something that you know because you've been messaging me and saying, look, I'm really struggling, I don't know, I've had priests in, I've had spiritual people in. You can have as many people as you want in. This works. I know it works. So give it a go, guys, okay? What sage to use doesn't matter. I use sage from the Alpujarras. You can use white sage. I don't care. Any sage. Sage works, okay? The secret is tons and tons and tons of smoke, so you can't breathe almost, okay? That's been my secret. I share it with you today. I hope you're having a lovely day, guys. I really do. Thank you for all your wonderful support and messages. It's been great. And I hope over these next few years that I can keep supporting you by everything that I've learned over this decade. I share freely and I do it from my heart to yours, because if you have a good night's sleep tonight after doing this, that will make me really happy. Have a great, great day, guys. And go get your sage bowl. Go get your sage. Go get this. And just follow these simple instructions and it will be amazing, I promise. Bye, guys.